Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I have a little update video. It was actually requested by somebody that I do an update on a product that I used, and I thought it would be very informative and helpful. So this video is going to be an update wear and tear on the Louis Vuitton Jeanne wallet that I got about, I would say, about 10 months ago. I think I got this in around November of 2016. I think I'll go over pretty much exactly what I put in it, how I use it, and then I'll give you a little close-up on the edges and the actual wear and tear of the wallet itself. So I thought I would start off by talking a little bit about how I actually use this wallet right here. On a normal basis, it sits in a larger bag, and I don't take this entire wallet everywhere with me. Instead, I put all of my most important cards inside this little card holder right here that I pretty much just remove, and I take this everywhere with me. So if I'm going out to lunch during work, or if I'm switching bags into a much smaller type of purse, then I kind of just take this along, and I don't bother bringing this entire thing along. Because to be honest, even though it is a very small and slim type of wallet, it's still a little hard to fit into some of the really small and compact bags. I used to hold coins in this little guy right here because it is like a little coin holder. But I found that I never really used coins ever. If I ever bought anything with cash, it was usually in a place where they had a tip jar. So I took all the coins out, and now instead I hold all of like the gift cards, the membership cards, loyalty cards, those types of things I kind of just keep in here because I don't use them on an everyday basis. If the wallet is getting a little bit heavy, I can just take this out and leave this at home. So that's what I use this guy for right now. So let's talk about the little card holder first. This is probably the item that I use the most, and I would expect to see the most wear out of as well. So my card holder here right now, I have like stretched out to the max. Like, this thing is actually not particularly stretchy. It's actually really tight, but I fit, let's see, 2 cards in the back over here, and I have 3 cards in the front right here. But to be honest, one of them is a really thin card, so that's why I could fit it in. If it was another type of credit card, I would not be able to fit it in. So like I said, I mainly put the credit card that I use the most in here, along with my license and then a secondary credit card. Once you take that out now, you kind of notice that the entire wallet is a little bit stretched out because I have been, you know, stuffing it with stuff. So if you can see it right here, this part right here, it's very wide open now. It used to be a lot flatter, but now there's like a gap and it's not going to come back in. So in here, of course, I have some cash right here, and then the rest of my cards. To be honest, I can fit pretty much about 2 cards per slot, and there are 6 slots. So I can fit about 12 cards in here, but of course it kind of matters how thick your cards are. Some cards tend to be a little bit thinner than others, so you can fit 2 easily. Other times, if you try to fit 2 really thick credit cards in there, it's just not going to fit in there, and it becomes really difficult to try to take the cards out. And last thing to mention is there is a pocket in the back over here. I usually just keep some receipts, and I keep like a Metro card. I keep like a Metro card, transportation cards basically, in here. So at some point I did have it stuffed with a bunch of receipts in here, but I've since then cleared it out. But this is what somebody had noted to me, was that this back pocket here no longer lies flat. I don't know if you can tell, but there is a gap now, and it just doesn't completely flatten. And that doesn't really bother me too much because that's kind of what I expect from something that is constructed in this way, where it's a piece of material that's kind of sewn on top of another piece of material. So of course, if you're going to put stuff in it and expand it and stretch it out, it's going to have like issues coming back and flattening back together. So here it is on its front. If I'm looking at it closely, the button is definitely a little bit scratched up over here already. But of course, I mean, that's expected. It's a metal button, so it's gonna get scratched. The corners are looking pretty good to me right now. Like I said, again, I don't particularly use this wallet, the entire wallet itself too much, so I don't really see too much wear on any of the corners. That's the back over here. There aren't really any like sharp corners besides like these two ends right here where I would expect the most wear. So otherwise, other than that, I wouldn't expect it to wear too much anywhere else. Here's the pocket. As you can see, it's lying open, like a little smiley face right here. And that gap, it does not lie flat against the wallet. As you can see, it kind of pushes back out. Let's open that up. The button still works really well. Haven't encountered any problems with that yet. I don't really see any type of wear to the corners over here. So let's take this piece out. That gap right there. Take the inside one out. So everything is still looking pretty good in here. So that's what the pockets look like right now. I kind of expected these to get a little bit more worn out, and I wasn't too sure about basically this little circle that they made over here in order to be able to slip cards in. But so far, I don't see any tears on any of the corners yet, so that's a good thing. I was worried that these would start ripping because of the way this is made, but so far it's still okay. I'm sure if you were someone to heavily use this wallet itself and constantly take cards in and out, I think you might actually see a problem with it tearing on the sides. I'm not sure, but it hasn't happened to me yet. Let's look at this one. I've used this one a lot. I use this one all the time, and I'm actually really surprised at how it's like held up. Of course, I think the corners are a little bit worn down. Everything still looks really good and pretty much like new. I think the only wear I really see with this entire wallet is just the issue of it being stretched out. Like it feels used. It doesn't look used at all because you can't really see the wear and tear. But once you do use it and you go inside, you'll feel that everything is a lot looser. So you do feel that, you know, it's been used quite a bit. And lastly, this guy right here. This guy I haven't used at all. This is actually just feels completely brand spanking new. So I still have like the little tag on here. I really haven't used this at all. The zipper is still fine. It's still very, very tight. Corners are good. The back is good. I really haven't used this piece much at all. So I obviously expect it to be in really good condition. So that's it for my little update on the LV Jeanne wallet. So far, I'm still really liking it. I really like how versatile it is. To be honest, I just really like the card reader for some reason. I've become a very simple type of girl. I think I don't like carrying around like large, chunky types of wallets. I really like just carrying around 1 or 2 cards with me. If you have any other questions, make sure to leave it down in the comments below. If you like this video, go to my channel and check out some of my other videos. And of course, if you like my content, do subscribe so you will be notified for future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.